What up, B Squad? And we are back again with another review for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you guys. This is season 13, episode 9. This episode was titled A Fiesty Fiesta, you guys. And was it ever? It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I want to know what you guys thought about it. But before we get into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on this channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your post notifications. Shall we? All right, you guys. So I want to say two things real quick. Erica, for that photo shoot for her ad for her Vegas residency, loved it. I absolutely loved it. She looked amazing. You know, shout out to the Belle perspective, right? Because I was watching her video last week for the review, and she was talking about Erica, and she was talking about how, you know, there are a lot of people who have been watching the show, myself included, and she did mention me where I don't see it for Erica, right? And that is true. I haven't saw it for Erica since season 10, I would say, right? Season 10, I believe, was the last time I really saw it for Erica. That was really the last time I saw it for Erica, because after that, with all the Tom stuff, I didn't see it for her. And so this episode right here, oh my God, I think Erica won me back over. Did we have any individual scenes with Erica this week? I don't think so. Let me double check my notes. No, so there was no solo scene with Erica this week. It mostly consisted of Crystal, Sutton, Garcelle, and Kyle. So we'll start up with the one who doesn't have the most in my notes, and that's Sutton, you guys. So we see Sutton. So Sutton was out on, you guys remember, you know, she has that matchmaker, right? And remember when Dorit went over to her house the last time, they looked at the guys, and yeah, this was the most awkward date I've ever saw in my life. So the man asked her, where was she from? So you're from Georgia. She said, yeah, Augusta. And so he's from New York. Then out of nowhere, this man starts talking about, you know, how hot it is in the South and, you know, the bugs, which I'll give him that. Yes, there are a lot of bugs down here in the South during the summer. It is hot as fuck in the summer. So yeah, I'll absolutely give him that. But when he was talking about him sweating, I was just like, sir, I don't think anybody asked about you profusely sweating. I don't think anyone wanted to know that you sweat like that. There are some things that should be kept to self. And that was one of them. Like, you really could have kept that to yourself, Mr. Man. You really could have kept that to yourself. We didn't ask for it. But then he started talking about his mom, and I was like, oh my God. Sutton, get your ass up and back the fuck away from this table, because this man is hella creepy. Like, he was talking about him and his mom going to Vegas, and I was like, huh? I would have said, check please, because this is a done deal. We're done with this date. We're done. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that scene with Sutton. How would you guys have handled that? Would you guys have been there as long as Sutton? I don't know how long that date was, but yeah. N to the O to the no, hell to the no, to the no. Shout out to Sheree. Let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys, next up, Kyle. So Kyle didn't have much in her scene either. It was her, and she had Anne-Marie over. Anne-Marie, that dog don't like you no more than the viewing public likes you, right? I just saw something on Twitter, and I thought it was very interesting, because someone was on Twitter and they were like, when it comes down to Garcelle, people, you know, we talk about microaggressions when it comes to Garcelle, but no one mentioned it when it came to Anne-Marie. There was no microaggressions with Anne-Marie last week. Anne-Marie was definitely coming at Sutton hardcore, and so there was no microaggressions with Anne-Marie. Now, were there microaggressions with in this episode? Yes, and we'll definitely talk about those microaggressions once we get to that point. We'll definitely discuss those microaggressions. Um, but where we at? Oh, so Anne Marie and Dorit came over, and here, Dorit, you keep throwing shots and shade at Sutton, and it's like, why do you keep doing this shit? Like, you throw shots at her and shade her, but then when she calls you out, it's like, oh, it wasn't like that. It absolutely was not like that, Sutton. I was just saying that, like, Dorit can miss me with the bullshit, right? So we're once again discussing Sutton, right? And can I be honest about Sutton? Can I say, something about Sutton, right? There is some inconsistencies when it comes to Sutton. Let's go back to last season, or was it season 11? Whenever season it was. Remember, I think it was last season when they went to where did they go? The first trip that they had last season, right? When Sutton was talking about she was a vegan or whatever it was, but she was eating bacon, right? So there are some inconsistencies with Sutton. But here's the thing. Why do we give a damn? Why are y'all so hell bent on saying, oh my God, Sutton is this and Sutton is that? Do I believe everything that comes out of Sutton's mouth? No, I've told y'all that I don't believe everything that Sutton says. But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my God, Sutton, you said this, you said that, you said. That's what it feels like it's coming from Dorit, and it's more so coming from Anne Marie. I do feel like with Anne Marie is trying to solidify herself and make a name for herself. I do believe that. You guys can tell me your thoughts and your opinions on that, but that's one thing I do feel like we're getting from Anne Marie, is that she's just really trying to make a name for herself. Now, Kyle let Dorit know that she is producing this 1-hour drama, and Dorit was like, Kyle, I knew nothing about that, and I'm supposed to be your best friend. And, so she feels a way about that, and she's like, have you gotten another tattoo, Kyle? And Kyle said, actually, yes. And I also tattooed the letter K on Morgan. Really, Kyle? So should I tattoo the letter D on you? Dorit, jealousy is not a good look on you, because that's really what it is. I get it with our friends, if our friends change things up and they don't tell us, we would feel away, because I would definitely feel away if something big and monumental happened in my best friend's life and I didn't know it. I wouldn't harp on it. I'd be like, damn, bitch, we supposed to be best friends. We supposed to be best friends. We brother and sister. You ain't tell me this, right? Like, and she would probably vice versa with me, right? So, I'm not upset with Kyle. I'm not upset with Kyle, and I'm not necessarily upset with what's her name? Dorit. Chime in down in the comments section below. What else we got, you guys? So next up, let's talk about Garcelle. So we see Garcelle. So Garcelle is having dinner with both Sutton and with Erica, right? So Garcelle didn't tell Erica that she invited Sutton down there to have lunch with them, or dinner with them. So before Sutton got there, Erica was discussing the situation with Denise and what happened at Kyle's party. And the thing that I said is, why did Denise wait so fucking long? Denise, the situation that we're talking about with your daughters, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it happened season 9 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. No. Yes, it did happen season 9. It happened season 9 of Beverly Hills, and then you returned for season 10, and you never made mention of it to Erica. So now you're bringing it up to Erica, and I'm actually on Erica's side. It's like, why would you wait now? This happened literally season 9, or did it happen season 10? I'm getting my seasons confused, because I don't remember. The thing is, I don't remember if Garcelle was there or not, but I do remember, because I remember when Denise came on. Okay, so it was season 10. Denise came on season 9, right? And the thing was, when she said it, remember, she said on season 9 that she gave Aaron a happy ending. And that was my whole stance. Like, you said on camera that you gave your daughter, not your daughter, you gave your husband a happy ending. So then at the party, the women were talking about threesomes, blowjobs, and everything under the sun. So I was a little confused as well as to why Denise was doing what Denise was doing. Now, would I want my kids to hear something like that? No, I really wouldn't want my kids to hear something like that. But I would just tell the ladies, like, hey, can y'all bring it down? And y'all discuss it at the reunion. So I don't understand it. Like I said, the only thing that really makes sense to me is I feel like she has an issue about the way that things went down between she and Renna. That's my only thing that I can come up with. Now, Erica, why are you bringing it up, the fact that it's a $7 bundle to see Denise on OnlyFans? What does that got to do with you? And, they're having drinks. Garcelle, you are a pot stirrer because you brought up the fact that Sutton kissed her driver. So that's that. And I want to clear something else up too, right? Because I know that I've said that her tickets, her tickets were around $7, no lie. I wish I was trying to go through my DMs this week to see, because I know exactly who sent me the ticket prices for her DMs, but I did do a little bit of digging into that, and I found out from what I ascertained, what I got from that, I found out that I believe that those $7 tickets were like from some resellers, but those tickets weren't expensive. Those tickets weren't expensive in the beginning, because I think I saw that they ranged from anywhere between on the original website. I think it was like from $20 to $60 that I saw, but people were buying them motherfuckers, and that doesn't make. Now let me ask y'all a question: how much sense does that make to buy? I know prior to this season we didn't see it for Erica, right? I know that, but why would y'all are literally supporting a woman if you go and buy the tickets to resell them at a cheaper price? That is egg on you, not her. She and the venue make money. Now, I don't know how much money you making at $60. You know what though? Back in the day, before COVID and all that stuff, ticket prices to these concerts were never as expensive as they are today, right? Because, back in the day, you could get a good nosebleed seat, a good nosebleed ticket for $60, $70, right? And you would sit on the floor for no more than $500, because before, like this last Beyonce concert that I went to, I was 2 rows up from the stage, and I'm in Houston and in Dallas. I was 2 rows up from the stage, and I spent over $300, right? And even when I went to see her for the Formation tour, I was once again 2 rows up from the stage, and with that one, I spent, before tax, before all the fees included, I was well under $100, but the fees kicked in and I spent a little bit over $200. Whew, life and times have really changed, right? Pausing here, and we're moving forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So we see everyone as they're getting ready for Crystal's Taco Tuesday party, right? Denise will be in attendance because Garcelle made mention of that when she was sitting with Erica. So, we sit down. So we get there. First of all, what the fuck did Garcelle have on? I absolutely hated and detest that outfit that she had on. It was horrendous. Once again, now why in the hell did Sutton go and spend $12 for Denise's OnlyFans? So if you guys don't know, with OnlyFans, I think OnlyFans is kind of similar to like, what's the other one? What's the one that most people use? And I even have it, and I just don't use it. Patreon, right? OnlyFans is similar to Patreon, where you upload content, right? Now, most people use it for the adult-friendly side of things, and it's very lucrative, right? But people, I know, I actually follow some people on Twitter and Instagram who use it for, I follow a lot of fitness people, right? On Twitter and Instagram. And some of them use it for fitness stuff, right? So you can use it for it's a whole lot of things, but OnlyFans became popular because of, the sex work. So when it comes down to it, what you can do is you can have bundles, right? And you can have a lot of, kind of like how Giselle and Robin had that interview, her talking about Juan behind the paywall. So you can have a situation like that where they subscribe to you. You can have them subscribe to you for free, or you can have them pay to subscribe to you. But then you have different people who, if they want to if they want to give you a little bit of a tip, like, hey, I'll give you something extra for, like, you might get a little special. You might get something special that nobody else is getting unless they pay for it. So that's what it is. We see Dorit and Kyle, and, Dorit feels a way that she still doesn't know a lot of things, what's going on with Kyle. And I was like, oh my God, Dorit, can you let it go like Elsa? Garcelle being messy as hell. So we see Crystal, like I said, she's hosting this Taco Tuesday, and I think a lot of us were surprised because you guys remember they said that she lost them 14 friends. I was like, well, she got some friends here minus the 14 that she lost, right? Neither here nor there. But did I spell it wrong? I'm looking at my notes, you guys, and it says that I spelled something wrong, but I don't think I spelled it wrong because it's not giving me. Child, that ain't spelled. That word is not spelled wrong. Neither here nor there. Yeah, I've already said it. What was that Garcelle had on? It was ugly. Denise. Denise told Dorit that when she got home from Kyle, she had a fever. Girl, I bet you had a fever, a hangover, everything under the sun because, mama, you were lit like a Christmas tree, like a fever. Girl, now Sutton, what does Sutton have on? I was confused about that too. Now, Dorit and Sutton, they had a little conversation and they had a little bit of a back and forth. And Dorit is once again trying to sit here and play like she didn't say these things about Sutton. But the producers keep rolling it back like, Dorit, you're lying. Just be like, I said it, but I was just being a little cheeky when I said it. It's fine to say that. Like, damn, just own your shit. That's all I want for Dorit, just to own her shit. She wasn't doing that, and it was getting on my nerves. Because, Sutton said you tried to poach Avi. They showed her saying, how can she get Avi? I think she was joking about the Avi situation. They brought up her talking about the fucking, the coffee in Sutton's, they talked about the coffee and Sutton, because Sutton put something in her coffee. Sutton was like, I don't drink coffee. And Dorit said she didn't say. I'm like, ma'am. Now she got an issue with Crystal. I was like, Dorit, Crystal, like, you have an issue with Crystal, have an issue with the editors and the producers because they keep rolling the beam footage of you saying this shit. Like, if Crystal said it, then she said it, and you said it. So what the fuck are we doing here? Like, Dorit, shut up. Now, one of Crystal's friends decided to ask them about Vegas, and Garcelle was like, wait a minute, how do you know about Vegas? Lo and behold, Dorit is the one that brought it up. I was like, leave it to Dorit. Leave it to Dorit. So Sutton is once again talking about how, she didn't like the man's face in the crotches and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, Sutton, Dorit was like, but you brought the dollar bills. I was like, exactly. You brought the dollar bills, Sutton. So why are we lying, Sutton? Why are we lying? So then Dorit decided to bring up the driver. Now, Dorit only knows about the driver and her making out because Erica blurted it out. And I actually kind of have to give Dorit a point on this when she said it to Garcelle. You didn't say anything when Erica just blurted it out in front of everybody, but now when I say it, it's a problem. Erica was not trying to, shame her or anything. She would just had a big diarrhea of the mouth. You are trying to make it out like it's a bad thing or something. I don't know. Then Dorit decides that she and Garcelle are having a back and forth, and she tries to tell Garcelle. Did she tell Garcelle that she was yelling at her, or she said something to her, and the person who had to tell Dorit, like, ma'am, you're saying that to her as a black woman. Eric had to say, Dorit, you don't say that to her. And Dorit was like, because, Garcelle said that, Dorit, this is your privilege. Because I think it was that she said she was yelling at her, screaming at her, or something like that. I forgot what she said to her. And I was like, here we go. You and Sutton were literally just going back and forth with each other. And Sutton asked you, why did you bring it up? Why did you mention it? Why did you mention it? Whatever she said, right? And Dorit was like, let me get a word in. And I was actually with Dorit in that moment. But for you to sit here and talk about the Garcelle is either yelling at you, screaming at you, whatever, because it came off as if she's being aggressive towards you. And we know what that means as a black people. That is a microaggression. And Erica told her that's a microaggression. And she's like, well, you can, and Garcelle was like, I'm not teaching you anything. And I was like, yes, Garcelle. We ain't teaching her shit. Like, no, I don't have to tell you that. Like, no, you're sitting here telling me that I'm screaming or yelling at you and I'm talking to you with a calm voice, but you and Sutton just a minute ago were just yelling at each other and I'm the one that's in the wrong. Girl, get the fuck out of here. So Dorit got in her feelings and she wanted to leave, but not before she said something to Denise. And because Denise said to her, the joke that you had with Sutton, it didn't land. And so Dorit was like, well, did you talk to Eric about the issues that you have with her? And Eric was like, wait a minute now, bitch. How did I get involved in this? How did I get involved in this? Now, Sutton, where you lost me at was when you were talking about how accomplished you are as opposed to the girls. I was like, wait a minute, ma'am. Now, what are we talking about here? So Erica and Denise got into it. And whoo. Like I said earlier, you guys, I think I'm back to liking Erica Girardi because, oh my God, she let Denise have it. She brought up Denise's daughter being on OnlyFans because Denise brought up the whole threesome, and Erica didn't say that your daughters had a threesome. She said if they don't know what it is, then they basically what she was saying is the girls they have phones, they can Google this kind of stuff. So if they have a phone, they have access, which is unfortunately it's true in this day and age. If kids have access to phones, they have access to a whole lot of things. Like I have a little cousin who is 13, just turned 13 a few months ago, just turned 13 in November, right? My little cousin already knows about sexual positions and sex, and I was like, me and my cousins were talking, and he was having a conversation, and we were like. We said to him, we looked at him like, Junior, how do you know this stuff? What do you know about that? And he knows it from his little friends. And we were like, I told him, me and my cousin, his aunt, were looking at his mom like, girl, you gotta do something about that. Like, but I don't think I'm hoping he's not having sex. Lord, please don't let him be having sex. Just turned 13. But he knows about this. He knew about that stuff at 12 years old, which, I mean, let me be real, right? Because at 10, 11, 12, and 13, I know about sex as well. So but in today's age, it's a lot different than when I was growing up, right? Because when I was growing up, there wasn't a social media, there weren't cell phones. You literally, back in the day, for me, damn, I'd be aging myself. Like you had VHS tapes and DVDs. The internet wasn't what it is today. So, yeah. Now, when Erica hit her with the 1-2 punch was when she asked her, who makes more money on OnlyFans, you or Sammy? I was like, ding, 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 KO. Because I was like, damn, Erica, that was good. Well, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video. Until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.